Space was quiet. Too quiet. On the outer edge of the galaxy, near the cold red planet Zarthex, something strange appeared. It was a ship, but not like any known ship. It had no colors, no flags, no known symbols. It was long, dark, and made of smooth black metal that reflected nothing. It floated in orbit above the planet, completely still. The people of Zarthex, known as Zarthax, were one of the oldest alien races. They had ruled 10 star systems for over 5,000 years. No one dared challenge them, until now. General Lurek, a tall red-scaled Zarthon with 6 arms, stared at the unknown ship on the giant screen inside his war command center. "What species is it?" he growled. His top science officer, Takuan, looked worried. "Unknown, General. The ship's material doesn't match anything in our database. No energy signal, no communications. It's completely silent." Silent. Lurek narrowed his eyes. "That is a threat." Chapter 1. The mistake. The Zarthon sent a scout ship, Blade 1, to approach the unknown object. The scout had advanced scanners, pulse weapons, and a team of elite pilots. Everyone on Zarthex watched as Blade 1 slowly moved toward the strange ship. The unknown ship did nothing. Closer, closer. Suddenly the feed went dark. No explosion, no distress signal, no trace. Just silence. "They're gone," whispered Takuan. "Vanished. Like they were erased." Lurek slammed his fist on the metal table. "This is war. Prepare the fleet." Chapter 2. The first attack. Within hours, 20 Zarthon warships surrounded the mysterious ship. They locked weapons. Hundreds of missile launchers, plasma cannons, and starbeams pointed at the silent object. "On my mark," Lurek ordered. "Fire everything." The space around the unknown ship lit up with explosions. Bright flashes, massive heat, waves of destruction, then nothing. When the light faded, the black ship was still there, not even scratched. But the Zarthon warships started shutting down. One by one. Weapons disabled, engines off. Shields dropped. The Zarthon fleet floated helplessly in space. "It's using some kind of anti-energy pulse," Takuan shouted. "It didn't fight back. It just turned us off." Chapter 3. Across the galaxy, word spread fast. From Zarthex to the star empires of Ulmoria, Draxion, the Swarm, and the Kaleri mines. The same message echoed. "A Terran ship has returned." Many in the galaxy had forgotten the name Terran. Others remembered, and shook in fear. Thousands of years ago, Earth was a small planet in a quiet system. The Terrans, or humans, were weak compared to other species. But they were fast learners. They built machines smarter than most living beings. And then, they disappeared. Some said Earth destroyed itself in a war. Others said the Terrans went into deep sleep. No one expected them to return. Chapter 4. The Council of Stars. The Galactic Council, made up of 12 empires, met in secret on a hidden moon called Rexel. The heads of each empire sat around a glowing circle. "This ship destroyed a fleet without firing," said Queen Xyla of the Kaleri mines. "We must act fast." "Destroyed," hissed Emperor Grawl of the Swarm. "It erased those ships. That technology is older than all of us." "I thought the humans were extinct," said Admiral Breen of Ulmoria. "We watched their last signal. They were crying for help." The Vrixen AI, who recorded all history, spoke softly. "Last human transmission, year 4037. Message: we will return, not for revenge, but for balance." Silence filled the room. The aliens looked at each other. "They're not back for peace," growled Grawl. "They're back for control." Chapter 5. A spy enters on Zarthex. General Lurek planned a secret mission. He called his best agent, Nurok, a shapeshifter who could become anything. "Enter the Terran ship," Lurek ordered. "Find out what powers it. Destroy it from the inside, if you can." Nurok accepted without fear. He entered a small stealth pod and launched toward the silent ship. The moment his pod touched its surface, it was pulled inside. He sent one message back. "This is not a ship. It's alive." Then nothing, no signal, no trace. Like the others, Nurok was gone. Chapter 6. Fear awakens all over the galaxy. Panic grew. Merchant ships stopped traveling. Civilizations locked their planets. Empires blamed each other. Some believed the Terran ship was only the first. Others believed the humans had returned as gods. Then the ship spoke. Not in words, but in a pulsant across every star network, in every language. "You watched us fall. You laughed at our pain. Now you will listen." The message ended. The ship still didn't move. Still silent. Still watching. Chapter 7. Secrets revealed. Back on Zarthex, Takuan made a discovery. He had traced an old Terran data stream that matched the energy signature of the warship. He played a video from Earth's final days that it showed the blue planet burning, ships flying away, children screaming. Then, a calm voice, "We do not die, we evolve. One ship will carry our history, one ship will return." It ended with coordinates, the exact place the warship now floated. Chapter 8. The truth behind the silence. Some alien historians began to dig deeper. They found records of battles with humans, hidden by the Council. They learned that Earth once offered peace but was betrayed. One name kept appearing, Project Silence. It was a final mission, launched by Earth's last scientists. A warship, powered by AI memory and ancient codes. A ship built not to destroy but to judge. And now it had returned. Chapter 9. A choice must be made inside the Council. The leaders argued. "Attack again," Grohl shouted. "It cannot survive a full galaxy assault and risk another silence." Brienne replied. "We must talk to it." "Talk?" Zyla shook her head. "It hasn't spoken, it only watches. What if we are the ones on trial?" They looked up as a second signal arrived. A map, a meeting place, a time. "It wants us to come," whispered Rickson AI. "It wants us to face something." Chapter 10. End of the beginning. On Zarth X, the dark warship finally moved. It rotated once, pointed its nose toward the center of the galaxy, and started moving slowly, silently. Every ship that tried to follow lost power. Every system it passed went quiet, not destroyed, just silenced. Across the galaxy, millions watched the black screen in fear. No one cheered, no one spoke. The return of the Terrans had begun. Chapter 1. A name from the past. The Terran ship was now moving slowly toward the center of the galaxy. Every empire was watching. No one dared stop it. In a quiet temple on the moon, Creel 9, an old alien monk, opened a scroll. His skin was pale. Blue, his eyes were blind, but his mind was clear. "Terran," he whispered. "The old name, the cursed name, the forgotten species." His students gathered around him. "Long ago," the monk said, "there was a race of fire and light. They came from a world called Earth. They built wonders. They wanted peace. But the galaxy feared them." Chapter 2. Lost records. Back in the Galactic Archive Station, a Kalari scholar named Yelena searched ancient files. The system denied access. Restricted Terran history, locked by Galactic Order 147X. She hacked through anyway. What she found shocked her. We erased them," she whispered. Earth's offer of peace was rejected. Their technology was stolen by Draxian agents, their leaders were assassinated by the swarm, and then the entire planet was blocked from communication. Yelena looked at the final line of the report. Operation Silence, complete. Chapter 3. The last human voice. The Terran warship sent another signal, this time a voice that it was not robotic, not angry. It sounded human. "We are the ones you forgot. You feared our gifts, not our weapons. You feared our minds, not our armies. You buried our name. But now, we remember." Planets stopped what they were doing. The voice echoed everywhere, in schools, in prisons, on battlefields. Everyone listened. "We are the Terrans. We have returned." Chapter 4. The Hidden Planet. Council ordered spy drones to search Earth's system. When they reached the solar system, they found nothing. No cities, no life, just dust and ruins. But under the planet's surface, deep below the oceans, something pulsed. "There's a signal," said the Elmorian spy pilot. "It's the same frequency as the warship." Then the signal stopped. It knew we were watching. The pilot whispered. He turned his ship around, but never made it back. Chapter 5. The Ones Who Remember. Not all aliens hated humans. On a farming planet called Fenna, a family of farmers had kept an old human book for generations. It told stories of Earth, music, dreams, love, peace. The son, a young boy with silver eyes, asked his father, "Are the Terrans monsters?" The father shook his head. "No, we were the monsters. They gave us ideas. We gave them fire." Chapter 6. The Kalari meeting. In a secret underground room, Queen Zyla of the Kalari met with her scientists. "What did you learn?" she asked. One scientist, a nervous blue-skinned alien, showed her a diagram. "The warship is more than a machine. It has a memory system that stores everything, every voice, every betrayal, and it also has a list." "A list?" She frowned. "Yes, Majesty. A list of names. Names of those who destroyed Earth." Her name was on the list. Chapter 7. The message to Draxanth. Draxian Empire ruled 20 systems with fear. Their leader, Lord Krax, was known for killing without warning. When the Terran warship sent a direct signal to him, he laughed. "So the humans are back. Let them come. We crushed them before. We'll do it again." The next day, every Draxian ship near the edge of their empire disappeared, not destroyed, Gone. Only one word remained in space, formed by dark particles. Balance. Chapter 8. The Seeds of Rebellion in the Heart of the Swarm Empire. Some young aliens started asking questions. Why did we attack Earth? Why did we erase their name? What were we so afraid of? Their leader, Grawl, ordered silence, but it was too late. Small rebellions began. Some soldiers refused to fight. Others tried to send messages to the Terran ship. One message got through: "We are sorry." Chapter 9. Echoes of Earth. A ship called Explorer X7, lost 3,000 years ago, suddenly sent a signal that it was human. A single sentence. "We are not alone." The message repeated every 60 seconds. Across space, stations detected it. Some believed Earth had spread its seeds far beyond the galaxy, hiding colonies, waiting for the right time, waiting for the warship to come back. Chapter 10. The trial begins. The Terran ship stopped near a dead star called NERAX's. It sent an invitation to all empires. Come speak, be judged. The Galactic Council panicked. Some wanted to attack, others begged for peace. In the end, they agreed to send a team. 12 leaders entered small crafts and flew to the Terran ship. They were pulled in without resistance. Inside was not fire or weapons, it was light, memories, screens, showing what their empires did to Earth. "This is not a war," said the Terran voice. "This is remembrance." The leaders saw themselves lying, stealing, killing. One by one, they fell silent. Chapter 11. A simple question. The voice asked them only one thing: why did you fear peace? No one answered, but because deep inside, they knew the truth. Earth had been kind and the galaxy had been cruel. Chapter 12. The choice. The voice gave them a choice. End your weapons, share your power, or face silence. Some agreed, others walked out. The ship let them go, but as they left, they felt changed. Like something was watching, like history would no longer forget. Chapter 13. Across the stars rebel grew. People demanded truth. Statues of alien war heroes were pulled down. New statues of human scientists, peacemakers, teachers were built. Songs about Earth were sung again. A forgotten ace was now remembered. Chapter 14. One step closer. The Terran ship moved again, this time faster, toward the galactic center, toward something bigger. Some said it was going to awaken others. Some believed it was returning home. But one thing was clear: Earth was not gone. Earth was not weak. Earth had returned. Chapter 1. A new kind of fear. The Terran warship did not attack it, did not speak again, but still, empires began to crumble. Why? Because it knew things. Hidden files, dark secrets, private messages, plans that were never meant to be seen. Every day, the warship sent one truth to the galaxy. One message, one secret, and with each message, another empire began to shake. Chapter 2. The Secret of Zorthek's first message showed General Lurek of Zorthek ordering the destruction of peaceful Terran outposts before humans ever attacked. Burn their colonies, they learn too fast, they must not rise. This message spread fast across Zorthek's systems. Protests broke out, citizens demanded answers. General Lurek tried to deny it, but then, the warship sent a full video. His face, his voice. Proof. Zartx fell into chaos. Chapter 3. The Fall of the Swarm. Second message was worse. It showed Emperor Grawl of the Swarm Empire talking with other leaders about a secret plan called a weapon meant to block Earth from the rest of the galaxy by destroying nearby stars and hiding the solar system forever. It worked. Earth was cut off. Alone, the Swarm had called it a clean way to erase a rising threat. Now, millions of Swarm citizens called it murder. They turned against their Emperor. Chapter 4. Panic in power across the galaxy. Thrones were shaking. Leaders met in shadows. What does the warship know? One whispered. Everything. Another said. Old enemies now talked like allies. But only out of fear. They didn't fear the ship's weapons anymore. They feared the truth. It carried. Because truth destroys slowly and silently. Chapter 5. The Colliery collapse. Queen Zyla of the Colliery mines ruled with mental control. Her people obeyed her without question, but the Terran warship sent a signal that broke her mental web suddenly. Her people could think freely for the first time in centuries. And what they saw, they did not like. The Queen's palace was stormed. She escaped in a tiny escape pod, floating in space. Alone, she whispered, "We should have destroyed them when we had the chance." Chapter 6. A meeting of survivors. The remaining leaders met on orbital station Venta, guarded by robotic fleets. They were scared, angry, tired. "This is a weapon of justice," one said. "No," said another. It's revenge. It is both, said a voice behind them. A human figure stood in the room. Everyone froze. Who are you? Demanded Admiral Breen of Almeria. A witness, said the figure. I was born in silence, now I speak for Earth. The Terrans were not extinct. Chapter 7, The Map of Secrets. The human pulled out a crystal dot. It lit up the room with a galactic map. Planets were marked in red. These are the places you hurt, the human said. Not just Earth. Other peaceful races all erased, all silenced. Why? The human asked. Because peace made you feel weak. No one replied. You rule with fear, but now fear rules you. Then he vanished. Like smoke. Chapter 8, A Signal from Earth across the stars. Earth's surface was still quiet, but deep under its ice, a signal pulsed. For the first time in 6,000 years, Earth replied. The message was simple. They did not fail. We remember everything. The warship stopped moving. And started charging. Chapter 9, The Weapon That Isn't a Weapon. The Galactic Council believed the ship was preparing to fire. All fleets were sent to stop it. Thousands of ships surrounded the Terran warship. They fired lasers, missiles, EMPs, but none touched it. Instead, the ship released a light wave, not deadly, not destructive, just truth. Ships shut down, not from damage but from guilt. Every soldier saw the crimes of their leaders. Some cried, some surrendered, some turned their guns on their own commanders. Chapter 10, The Collapse Begins Across the Galaxy. Empires fell. On Zarthex, the people overthrew the generals. In swarm space, rebels took over the central hive. The Kaleri minds voted for freedom. Power was no longer in the hands of warlords, it was in the hands of people, all because of one silent ship. Chapter 11, The Voice Returns After a Full Cycle. The Terran warship spoke again. This is not war, this is balance. We offered peace, you gave us silence. Now we return the silence to you. Not as enemies, but as mirrors. Chapter 12, The Mirror of Truth. The warship broadcasts its final message to every screen in the galaxy. It showed a Terran child, small, smiling, holding a flower. Behind her, fire ash, falling buildings. She looked up at the camera and said, why did they hate us? The screen went black. Billions cried. Chapter 13, A New Galaxy. The Terran warship did not conquer, it did not take planets, it did not raise armies, but still, the galaxy changed. Empires broke, new alliances formed, old enemies shook hands, flags were lowered. Truth became stronger than fear. Chapter 14, The ship moves on. The warship turned away from the center. Its mission was not done. There were more secrets, more lies, more forgotten voices across the stars. As it moved, people whispered, let them come, let us remember, let us be better. Chapter 1, Mission Code Phantom. Step after the collapse of many empires, fears spread across what remained of the old galactic order. The warship was not fighting, but every day it changed the galaxy with only truth. Still, one group did not believe it. They called themselves the Shadow Circle, a secret alliance of surviving war generals. They had one plan: send a spy into the warship. His name was Trell, a shapeshifter, a master of mimicry, trained in every language, immune to psychic scans, invisible to machines. Chapter 2, Infiltration. Trell left in a small cloaked pod from a hidden moon near Kaleri space. The Terran warship was still, floating, watching nothing, waiting for something. As Trell's pod approached, he sent a calm signal. Entering now, no resistance, no defense. He expected shields, missiles, AI, warnings, but there was none. Instead, as his pod touched the surface, it disappeared, like it was swallowed. Chapter 3, Inside the warship. Trell opened his eyes. He was inside a long, white corridor. No guards, no cameras, no gravity, just silence. The walls pulsed like they were alive. He touched one. It showed a memory. His memory. The day he joined the Shadow Circle. His first kill. His fear had, he whispered, but the ship knew him. Chapter 4, The Halls of Memory. Trell moved forward. Every hallway showed images, scenes from Earth's past. Children playing under twin moons. Humans building ships with peaceful aliens. Then the burning cities falling. People screaming, Earth covered in red dust. Then silence. He tried to look away, but the walls followed his eyes. Chapter 5, The First Voice. A soft voice echoed through the ship. Trell of Morphed 13. Why are you here? He stopped. To stop you, he replied, standing tall. We are already stopped, said the voice. We do not attack. We only show what was hidden. Then show me your core, Trell demanded. The voice laughed gently. You are not ready. Chapter 6, Deeper into the core. Still, The ship allowed him to go deeper. He passed chambers filled with lights, each light pulsing like a heartbeat. He saw faces of species long extinct. He saw names, billions of them, all recorded by the warship. These are not victims, the voice said. They are witnesses. Chapter 7. The Room of Mirrors. At the end of the ship, Trell found a dark room. Only one thing stood there, a mirror. He looked inside, but it did not show his reflection. It showed Earth, not the Earth that died, but the Earth that could have been. Paradise, alien races living together. No war, only progress, only light. This is what you stole, the voice whispered. We were afraid, Trell admitted softly. Fear is not a crime, the voice replied, but silence is. Chapter 8. The last message. Trell tried to leave, but the pod was gone. It was still alive, but changed. He sent one final message. It's not a ship, it's a warning. It holds the memory of everything. It judges, not with weapons, but with truth. Then, his signal stopped. Chapter 9. No return. The shadow circle waited. 1 day. 2.5. No reply. Trell was gone. His last words spread across the galaxy. It's not a ship, it's a warning. The message was picked up by rebels, thinkers, students, and peace-keepers. They began to repeat it like a prayer. Chapter 10. The hidden core inside the ship. Trell was still walking. He had become part of it. Not dead, not alive, but remembered. Every thought, every regret, every truth. Now stored. He saw thousands of others, not bodies. Thought voices. All kept safe. All telling the true story of the galaxy. Chapter 11. The ship moves again after years of silence. The Terran warship began to move faster. Its direction, the ancient system of Zenthal Prime, a place where the Council once voted to erase Earth. The remaining empires prepared to flee, but the ship sent no threat, only a message. You cannot outrun memory. Chapter 12. The final whisper. Some say the Terran ship is not alone, that more are waking across other galaxies. Some say Earth never died, that it is under the ice, sleeping, waiting, and every time a truth is spoken. A new ship opens its eyes. Chapter 1. One by one they went quiet. It began with the Zarthex colony ship, Valuron. One moment, it was sending status reports. The next, nothing, no damage, no signal, no crash. Just silence. Then it happened again and again. Entire fleets from Swarm Draction and Kaleri systems were vanishing from sensors, not destroyed, not dead. Silent. Chapter 2. The Silence Wave. Scientists from Omoria discovered something strange. Wherever the Terran warship passed, it left behind a field. This field didn't burn, it didn't crush. It removed sound, light, and data, like the universe itself was being erased in tiny pieces. It's not killing us, said Professor Drex. It's unwriting us. Chapter 3. The collapse of command on the Kaleri command station, Varnes 9. All screens went dark. Communication. Towers melted without heat. Computers lost all stored history. The Queen's voice could no longer reach her people. Even the word Kaleri vanished from their digital records. Our history is being undone, she whispered. Chapter 4. Panic across the stars. Billions began to flee their planets, but the silence followed. Refugees landed on quiet moons, only to find their ships wouldn't turn back on. Children forgot the names of their home. WORLDS. Maps erased themselves. The galaxy was forgetting itself. Chapter 5. A message in the static. Then, from deep space, an old signal returned. It was the Terran frequency. But this time, no words, only a sound, a heartbeat, soft, slow, constant. Galactic scholars realized something chilling. It's the heartbeat of Earth's memory. It grows louder as we forget ourselves. Chapter 6. The Resistance crumbles. The Shadow Circle, once powerful, tried to launch a final attack, but their own systems betrayed them. Weapons refused to fire. Ships spun in place. Their generals forgot their codes. In the darkness, one leader said, "We ruled with fear. Now fear has no voice." Then the signal cut. Chapter 7. The Return of Names. A small girl on planet Fenethri wrote something in the dirt. Earth. She had never seen the planet. Never learned the word, but somehow, she knew. Others began to draw stars, blue circles, and human faces. No one taught them, they just, remembered. Chapter 8. The light chamber inside the Terran warship. Deep in its glowing core, a new chamber opened. It was filled with voices. Songs from lost human cities. Messages from Earth's last scientists. Children laughing. The ship wasn't just silencing empires, it was restoring Earth piece by piece, memory by memory. Chapter 9. The map burns. The galactic map, kept inside the Council's archive, suddenly caught fire, but not from flames. Each empire that had once ruled blinked out. Zarthek swarm Kaleri Dr. AXION. Gone from the map. In the center, only one name began to glow, Terran Balance. Chapter 10, The New Silence. But this silence was different. It was not fear, it was peace. Planets stopped fighting, people stopped running. Stillness settled across the stars, not because they were forced, but because they had nothing left to say. The warship had shown them who they truly were. Chapter 11, A Voice from Under the Ice on Earth. Under thick ice sheets, something moved. Sensors activated. An ancient AI blinked. The signal has returned, it said. Phase 2. Memory restoration. From beneath Earth's surface, lights glowed. Machines long dead came alive. Earth was waking up. Chapter 12. A new kind of empire. But the Terrans didn't want thrones or slaves or control. Their empire was made of memories. Justice. Stories. Balance. They didn't rule with flags, they ruled with truth. Chapter 13, The Final Quiet. In the deepest parts of space, where no light reaches, the warship finally stopped. It rotated slowly, then sent one last signal, a whisper. Now you know how silence feels. It is not a punishment, it is a chance to listen. Then nothing. Chapter 14, A New Dawn. Across the galaxy, survivors began to rebuild, this time without fear, without greed. Some named new cities after Earth, some planted human trees on alien soil. And in the night sky, one star always shined brighter. It was not a sun, it was the Terran ship. Watching, waiting, and listening. Chapter 1, Underneath the Silence. Deep beneath Earth's icy surface, ancient machines began to blink. Buried for 6,000 years, powered down. Watching, waiting. Now they were waking up. One voice whispered from the dark. Signal confirmed. Warship online, Phase 1 complete. This voice did not sound angry, it sounded ready. Chapter 2, Earth was never dead. Across the galaxy, everyone believed Earth was gone. Destroyed. A forgotten world. But that was a lie. Earth had survived the silence by going quiet itself, under oceans, under mountains, under ice. It watched everything. Recorded everything, waited for the perfect moment, and now it had arrived. Chapter 3, A Message to the Stars. Suddenly, every screen in every star system lit up at the same time. A face appeared. Human, female.com. No name, just eyes filled with time. You watched us fall. You said nothing. You fed on our silence. Now you will hear our voice. The screen turned white. Chapter 4, The Voice of Earth. The next message was different. Was not a warning, not a threat, just a soft, human voice. The voice of Earth. We remember the screams, we remember the betrayal, but most of all, we remember the silence you forced upon us. So we chose silence too, and in that silence, we became stronger. Chapter 5, The Children of the Deep. In a hidden Terran base below Earth's crust, thousands of cryopods opened. Inside, humans, children, soldiers, scientists, all asleep for millennia. They opened their eyes slowly, looked at the stars above, and smiled. The galaxy is quiet now, one of them said. It's time to rebuild. Chapter 6, The Archive of Sins. From the Terran warship, a new signal was sent to the core of every empire. The Archive of Sins. Every secret betrayal, every lie, every war crime, each documented, each connected to a leader, a fleet, or a race. Galactic courts collapsed. Truth was too powerful. Some leaders surrendered, others disappeared. None were safe from history anymore. Chapter 7, Earth's real weapon. The galaxy always feared Terran technology, their weapons, their ships, their AI, but that was never the true weapon. Earth's real weapon was memory. They had recorded everything, voices, faces, plans. The warship had only shared a small part. Now, Earth would release everything. Not to destroy, but to cleanse. Chapter 8, A Terran transmission. In the heart of Olmorian territory, a new type of signal appeared, not from the warship, from Earth itself. To the people of Olmoria, it said, You killed our scientists. We still forgive you. But you must face what you did. Only then can we build again. It ended with a location, a place where a Terran city once stood. Now, a new city was rising together. Humans and all, side by side. Chapter 9, The Warship returns home. The Terran ship slowly returned to Earth's orbit. No weapons active, no lights flashing. It simply hovered, and then opened. Not for enemies, but for survivors. For those ready to face the truth. Chapter 10, A Message to the New Generation. In planets far away, children asked their parents, Why did we hurt Earth? and the parents had no answer, so they told the truth, because we were afraid of peace. And the children replied, we are not. Chapter 11. Earth sends seeds across the stars. Drones launched from Earth. Each one carried a tree from Earth's forests, a book from human libraries, a recording of music, laughter, and peace. These were not bombs, they were seeds. Earth was not just returning that, it was planting itself again. Chapter 12. The new council. A new galactic meeting was called, not by force, not by law, but by choice. Terrans hosted it on their rebuilt station, Horizon-1. The invitation read, no flags, no empires, only voices, and for the first time in history, no one brought weapons. Chapter 13. Balance begins. Earth didn't want revenge, that wanted balance. Justice without war, power without fear, truth without silence. The galaxy didn't need rulers anymore, it needed reminders, and the Terrans were ready to remind everyone. Forever. Chapter 14. The stars speak back. Finally, a message came to Earth. From a planet once silent, a young alien boy smiled into the camera and said, thank you for returning. We thought you were dead. But now, we know you were listening.